Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello guys, and welcome to My Time at Portia. So you're just getting started and you're wondering, what should I do? How do you get to where you are here? And what is the best option to go for? Where do you even begin, you may say? Some people want to know how to get ghouls, some people want to know how to become friends, some people just want to know what they should do. First off, the opinions I'm giving in this video are just going to be of my own and the way I like to play the game. Hey Toady, what's up? So, the way I started when I played My Time at Portia, I was kind of like, you know, I wanted the money. I wanted to upgrade everything. So what you really need to do, once you get your license from the mayor, and you can do contracts, and you'll get one. Every day you should come up here on a Monday through Friday. Try to get up here at 8 o'clock when it opens up. Come on in here. And by now you should know where to get the commissions, which would be right on this board here. Don't always take the one that offers the most ghouls in the beginning. You want to take the one that you know you can probably get done that day, because you only can have one commission at a time. So if you take a commission on a Monday and you don't complete it till Thursday, you're missing some days of getting some commissions done. And the reason why it's kind of important to get some commissions done, you got a workshop rank to go for. And you can see here at the end of the month, if you're number 1, you will receive 10,000 ghouls. Now, honestly, I was pretty hard at doing commissions when I first started. The first month, you will not, well, I don't want to say you will not. I sure as heck didn't. I think I finished second in my first month in Portia. After that, doing commissions and being on top in front of Higgins, because Higgins is going to be the one that always competes with you, was, I don't want to say easy, but for the most part it was. So, I mean, if you keep it up every month, there's 10,000 ghouls right there, which comes in very handy. But not only that, you'll be getting ghouls for doing the commissions every day as well. And what I would recommend is this guy right here. You want to bring him a gift every day if you can. So if we go into social points or social statuses, let's see if I can find Higgins for it. Not Higgins. Yeah, Higgins. Where are you, sir? Antone. So if we click on him, preferences, he likes fruit salad and vegetable salads. The reason why you want to give him a gift every day, you're going to be here anyways, stop in. So when you become a buddy with him, you'll get an extra 3% in ghouls after finishing a commission. When you become a friend, you'll get another 6% more ghouls after finishing a commission. So you're going to be coming here every day. So I would recommend try to give him a gift as often as you can. Fruit salads are not that hard to make. Vegetable salads are not that hard to make. So that is one thing you probably could be doing. Definitely if you want to make ghouls. That's for sure. So once you have your lot and your house, you'll have a small little piece of land. What you really probably should do, it's also going to help you out if I come to the assembly area. The first thing you should be able to build is a stone furnace. It is kind of important. You can smelt stuff down and make beautiful ingots where you'll get the ores in the ruins. You're going to need ingots to obviously craft things for commissions, but also you're going to get enough stuff in the ruins where you can smelt some extra ingots and eventually sell them, which is not too hard to do. I mean, you're going to go to the mines, you're going to get ores, try to get as much ore as you can. Obviously in the future you'll get stuff like this, but so if you come into here, this is where I go. So you can make carbon steel bars, is one of the things you'll be doing. When you get stone, make stone brick. You'll be able to make iron. Mostly you'll be making probably more, in the beginning on the early stages is copper and bronze are the two things you'll be making the most. Make those, and I would say keep them in your inventory. The market does fluctuate, so when you feel like you have a good amount of inventory for ingots and stuff, you could sell them, but I would always recommend, I always try to keep, in the early stages, I always try to keep somewhere around 20 to 30. course, now I try to keep a couple hundred, but in the early stages, always try to keep 20 or 30. That way, when you get a commission, you can sometimes come back and maybe you can knock that commission out, go back, hand in the commission, get the ghouls, and you got the rest of the day to start gathering and find a way to make ghouls. So it's always going to be very helpful for you to make to get money. When you go to sell stuff, always look at the market price. So like today in my game, the market price is at 88%. Probably not a good day to sell stuff. I would always say, unless you're in dire need of ghouls, don't sell nothing until the market gets, at least over 100%. The market price I have seen in some cases, but this, through my time playing, I've seen it in the mid 130s. On other people's playthroughs, I've seen up to 140s. I don't know if they have capped that now or not. I thought I read somewhere they're going to cap it at 130. But, it all depends on your play style. If you need the ghouls, then, go for it. But I would definitely not recommend selling anything when the market price is below 100. In the beginning stages of my time at Portia, I would recommend on your skills for your character. So every time you level up, you'll get a skill point. For the most part, in the beginning stages, I would recommend, if you're going the route for ghouls and things, I would go down the gather tree. Not a tree, but the tree here. So, by going down the gather tree, it reduces the amount of stamina it costs by swinging an axe or a pick. You'll notice in the early stages, you're going to burn through stamina quite a bit and always seem like you don't have enough. So these points right here are going to come in handy. Especially when you got ones like the first ones you can get is stamina costs decrease by 50% when using an axe. These are going to come in handy when you're trying to gather wood or you're in the mine trying to gather ore. You always seem like you're running out of stamina. In the early stages, like I said, you're going to not have a lot of stamina and you're going to burn through it really quickly. Getting these kind of points on down the gather tree are going to help it out. Also, when you get down here, you got a chance of doubling while timbering, mining, things like that. Those are coming, very important. The more you can gather, the more you can build, the more you can make, the more you can sell. This is what I'd recommend. But if you're more into just want to go down the social style and get points socially and try to become friends with people, then you can maybe look into here. The fighting, you can always reset your points later in the stages. So don't worry about, I'm going down the gather tree, but later, I want to do more fighting. You can always reset your points in the game later on by going to see Phyllis at Dr. Shoes. And she does charge you for acupuncture, and it resets all your points, and you can always redistribute them later on in the game. But for gathering and wanting to make ghouls, the gather tree is where to go. Definitely get that. You can also, I think there's one in here. Check that. No, there isn't one in here for stamina. I think there used to be one. I think they're all here. I thought there used to be one to... Oh, no, it's, endurance. I'm thinking of endurance. I'll edit that part out. Also in the early stages, this used to be the place you wanted to be. Fishing. Fishing brought you in a lot of money. But in the early stages, you're not going to have the master fishing rod like I have right here. So you can see that Goliath will bring in 350 ghouls. You do need a worm, which you can buy at Sophie's. But the prices of fish have come down, but you can see 30 ghouls there. Fish do bring in a good amount of money, but you will chew up some stamina. But in the early stages, you're just going to have a regular rod. But if you got free time, and you can go up and buy, I think it's 1 ghoul per a worm, you can come down here and fish. The place where I would recommend fishing, I'll show you in here in a second after I catch this Goliath. No, let me out. Alright, so this is a fishing spot right here. I would recommend coming here if you want to fish. If these fish are too tough for you at the beginning, then there's a nice little fishing spot down here. No, right here. That is a good place to go fishing as well in the early stages. If you tend to be pretty good at fishing, I think you can buy the classic rod at Total Tools. Actually, I'll go there now and see if he has one. Well, I couldn't find the classic rod anywhere at my stage of the game, But I do remember Total Tools used to have the fishing rods, so I might be able to find it there in the early stages of the game. Or you could also maybe try the research center and buy, I think they sell blueprints there now as well. So you may want to try there if fishing is your style. Now, as for the animals, would I get involved in the animals right away? Probably not. Depends and whatnot, costs a little bit too much money, and you have to buy land before you can expand to that. But definitely, I would also, like I said, gather materials. With the extra materials you get, you can build things kind of like, there used to be one, the stone table. It only costs stone and marble, and they sell for 23 ghouls a piece on an average market. So you can imagine the amount of stone and marble you can get. You can easily make things. The other thing I also recommend is definitely upgrade your axes and your pickaxes as soon as you can. Only because, let's see here. Usually you start with just a simple axe. When you go up to the iron axe, it's much more of attack and it cuts down trees a lot faster. Save yourself on stamina. Stamina in the beginning is very important when gathering materials. Always try to save on your stamina and build up on it as you can. So in a quick summary, if ghouls are your thing, Monday through Friday, try to get up to the commission, get your commission at 8 o'clock in the morning. You'll have 4 choices. If you get there a little bit late, then Higgins usually grabs one. It doesn't matter too much, I would say. But I mean, if you want the extra choice, always grab the commission that you think you can get done that day. And the first couple of commissions you do, the first few days you're in Portia, you may not be able to because you have no resources. You don't have no way of making things. So just try to always take, I would say in the beginning, the easiest commissions. Just take a commission and get one done. To get some ghouls, get some points, because at the end of the month, you should at least finish second the first month you're in Portia. As long as you take a commission when you can. Gather resources. And don't be nervous about, I know I have all my backpack unlocked, but in the beginning stages, don't be shy when you do have enough ghouls to unlock more of your backpack. It's much cheaper to unlock your backpack in the early stages than you think. By not unlocking your backpack, it's always frustrating when you're in the mine, you're gathering materials, and your backpack is full. You're spending too much time trying to figure out what materials you need, what to get rid of, or you're running back to the shop to unload your backpack and getting back to the mine. Time in Portia will go by pretty quickly. I think a day in Portia, if you're not spending time in this inventory screen like we are, or your social screen, I think an in-game day only lasts like 20 minutes at best. So riding around and unloading your things back and forth from the mine to your workshop takes time and you're losing time. Expand your backpack. On your character, for gathering materials, take these. It'll save on your stamina points. Very important if you want to do mining and axing. It's not fun to run out of social points by noon in the day. So definitely work on these. Also, like I said, upgrade your axe and pickaxe when you can. The sooner the better, because it will take less hits to knock down a tree. It takes less hits in the mine. And you can gather more materials once you get down here to the tree. And you have a chance of doubling your drops, which is very important. As for fighting, it's not too crucial in the early stages to go in the dungeons and fight those enemies too much. You're not going to have too much trouble killing the things in the early stages like the llamas or the wing bats or anything like that. But if you choose to go down the social path, the social tree, you can do that too. Just remember, you're here to play the game to have fun. So, just because I say you should go down the gather tree and get ghouls that way, if you're here to play Portia to become, to be more social and become more friends with people and don't care about upgrading your house or your plot as fast as you can, then go down the social tree and, make gifts. But in order to make gifts, you need resources. Once again, resources. I'll also put a link in the video description below of the wiki for my time at Portia. If you're uncertain, like in early stages, you're not going to know who likes what. And late, as you hand people things, it will show up on their social page. So like we go to social page, I'll go to my wife, and if I go to preferences, I can see here what she loves. These are gifts I've given her. I know she loves them. I've given her a sapphire once before. She likes it. Doesn't love it. The amount of points you get vary from love. I think love is 10 points. Some of them are worth 15. Like I gave her a book, it's 15. And of course, if you dislike and hate, that's not good. These things won't show up until you hand people a gift. The wiki page will pretty much tell you everything you want to know. If you don't want to know it, then don't check up on it, because if you want everything to be a surprise, then it can kind of ruin it for you. Also, you should not hit that button. Also, birthdays will be on the wiki page as well. Once you know someone's birthday, handing someone a gift on their birthday, you should get triple the points of what the gift is worth. So if it's Remington's birthday, and he usually likes something that's worth 10 points, if you hand him a gift on his birthday, you'll get 30 points towards him. And like I also said, if you're every day you go to do the commissions, try to give Antone fruit or vegetable salad. That'll help you out in the long run to get some ghouls. It doesn't take long to hand him one every day to become a buddy, and you get 3% more ghouls. Those ghouls will add up. It'll allow you to buy things when you need them, but save your ghouls and save your resources. Don't sell nothing if the market is below 100. It's not worth it. It's good to keep it for a couple of days. Usually the market will not stay too low for too long. It doesn't stay too high for too long either. And build things. Even though you don't have any commissions or whatever, build things. You can come in here if you go in the mine, you're gonna have tons of stone. If you go and you can even get some marble. And like I said, you can make stuff like the stone table, and you can make a whole bunch of them, and 23 ghouls a piece is not that hard. Even the stone stool only requires stone. They sell for 7 a piece. That's as the market is shown today. Even, you can look at a tea table. Once you build your equipment like a table saw, and you got a smelter going, you can see a tea table is worth 52. It doesn't take many wooden boards and iron bars to do so. So just look at, depending what stage you're at, it's all depending on your resources, how you're playing the game. But it all, if you're down for ghouls, that's the way I would approach it. Fishing is not a bad way to go either. Just go up to Sophie's, get some worms. I think they're 1 ghoul a piece. As long as you catch, like you saw me catch some fish. Just remember, I caught them fast because I do have a master fishing rod. In the beginning, you're going to have the crappiest fishing rod, so it's going to take a little bit longer to reel a fish in. It does take patience, and it will use stamina points. I still believe it takes stamina points. But those are the quick hints and tips I can give you for the early days of my time at Portia. I'm talking like the first few weeks, the first month. After the first month, you'll get into the flow of the game. Just remember, play the game to have fun. If you're in there just trying to grind it out, then why are you playing? Play it to your style. But those are the, if you're trying to get some ghouls, those are the hints I can give you for the time being. As for friends, depending what social tree, if you want to go down the social tree, that's fine as well. Some people play the game just to chat up with all the people in Portia and find out about people in Portia. Some people play the game for that. It all depends on how you want to play the game. I've said that many times already, so I'll stop saying it. So hopefully some of these hints and tips will help you out. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I'll try to answer them for you as best as I can, because you may have questions because you want to play the game a different style, and that's fine. But just remember, just have fun. So hopefully these hints and tips can help you out. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you at my time in Portia. But until then, have a good one.